Do you like playing Fortnite while pooping? If yes, this device is for you. This over here is Logitech G Cloud handheld portable cloud gaming device. And let me tell you why this is a flop. But jokes aside, let's discuss why I think this device will not survive. But first, let me introduce you to Seibart. If you are looking for a good gaming chair, but completely refuse to pay a premium price that some brands have set, make sure you check out Seibart. This is a Canadian-based brand and they make their chairs out of the same components and materials most other premium gaming chair brands do. Plus, they have Black Friday pricing on their website now. There is no need to wait for another month. Make sure to check them out with the link in the description. And now let's continue our talk about G Cloud. In this video, I will not even compare it to Steam Deck. First of all, Steam Deck has a bit more going on under the hood, and secondly is the price. I feel like Logitech has strategically priced this item at $350 US, which is exactly the price range of Nintendo Switch. And in terms of its size, weight, and overall characteristics, I think it's more fair to compare it to Nintendo Switch rather than Steam Deck. In fact, straight out of the box, G Cloud has better ergonomics, larger buttons, and looks a bit more appealing than Nintendo Switch. However, it lacks the fundamental purpose of a handheld gaming device, which is portable gaming. Logitech, what did you think about? And we can see what they were thinking about straight from their ad, where they clearly say play ridiculously. And in the same ad, they've shown a bunch of people living in a multi-million-dollar house but cannot afford a TV. So they have to resort to a crappy 60 FPS cloud gaming device. Hence, let me ask you, have you ever purchased anything to make your life worse? Me neither. But whoever created this has probably never played any games, and they just wanted to jump on a cloud gaming hype train. Another funny slogan they used is keep playing. I mean, yeah, you can continue playing while you're walking to your washroom and coming back, because that's all it's capable of. See, the sole purpose of a handheld gaming device is to be portable and provide you access to your favorite games on the go, whether it's a car, train, airplane, or somewhere out in the wild. Let's be honest, nobody will choose to play on a crappy 60 FPS 7-inch display at home when they can get better experience and immersion from their TV at the back. And this is where devices like Nintendo Switch check all those boxes. It's independent and portable, check. It can be connected to a TV with dedicated dock, check. Hence, it provides great experience regardless of where you are. With G Cloud, on the other hand, you have to have a continuous, good quality Wi-Fi connection at all times for it to function. Without it, it's just a cheap Android tablet, and Logitech is not even hiding it. They could at least try to make it work with mobile data plans, but there is no place to insert your data SIM card. That means if you want to be portable, you always have to share your internet from your cell phone, which in return will drain your battery faster than an iPhone in a standby mode. And if you're not able to share your Wi-Fi with your cool new G Cloud, let's say if you're on a subway, somewhere underground, then you're stuck staring at other passengers enjoying their Nintendo Switch or Steam Deck. Are you still not convinced? Well, let's look at it a bit closer. First, and probably the most important part to understand here, this is an Android tablet device. You can even go straight into Android settings if you don't believe me. And secondly, every game you play on it will act as if it's being played on a tablet, and you will end up having those on-screen controls, which in theory could give you some advantage in games if you know how to use them, as you can activate things like auto-fire. In Fortnite specifically, you can have on-screen quick build shortcuts and many other things you would normally not have while playing on your console or your computer, as on computer you would have to use your keyboard. My second point is resolution. It's mediocre to say the least. It's very pixelated, and it's very similar to what you would get playing games like Fortnite on Nintendo Switch. However, in terms of frames per second, Xbox Cloud Gaming performs perfectly because it streams at 60 FPS, and this is what this screen is designed for. Basically, you max it out to a full potential. Screen brightness is garbage on this device as well, and I can tell you, Nintendo Switch beats it without sweating. Now, my most favorite part, ergonomics and hardware. As I mentioned in the beginning, G Cloud has better ergonomics overall straight out of the box, as it has thicker grips and slightly different thumbsticks. However, I found the front-facing buttons to be not as responsive as what you get on a basic standard Joy-Con of Nintendo Switch, because you have to press them deeper. I would say these are closer to a standard third-party controller for any device out there. Though in terms of size, they're very comfortable to navigate around. Same goes for L2 and R2 triggers. They have deeper motion range, and in first-person shooters they have to be adjusted. Something you would not ever feel when you're playing on Switch. The bumpers, on the other hand, are very comfortable to press and are very similar to what Switch has, with very short motion range and quick response. And of course, thumbsticks. We have to speak about them. First of all, they look like they're from a standard controller, which is always a plus. They're bigger and have wider motion range when compared to what Switch has on board, at least with the standard Joy-Con. Yet I found this very sensitive. So for me to make it playable in Fortnite, I had to zero out the sensitivity. And you do need some practice with this if you want to be somewhat competitive. This is something I have never experienced when playing on Nintendo Switch. And let me tell you, I'm not a big fan of the standard Joy-Cons on Switch either, but they do perform better overall straight out of the box. Additionally, on Switch you have a surplus of third-party accessories and all types of Joy-Cons for any size, function or budget, while on G-Cloud you will be stuck with what you get. Additionally, this device is not something you will be playing without your headphones, because built-in speakers are not up to the standards and price range of other devices on the market. Here, compare it with Nintendo Switch. Latency delay is the last nail in its coffin. At first, I was thinking there is something wrong with my right trigger, but turns out this was just a streaming lag. So what do you think? Is G-Cloud worth its money? And speaking of, it costs $350 US. So does Nintendo Switch, OLED by the way. And if you have extra $100 in your pocket, you can buy Steam Deck for a full access to Steam's game library. So let me ask you, what device are you buying next? Is it Nintendo Switch or Steam Deck? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button, click on subscribe button, and if you want to join my community, consider doing so by pressing this button below. My name is Roman, and on this note, I'll see you in my next video. And if you are looking for a gaming chair, make sure to check out my comparison of Secret Lab, Cybart, Noble Chairs, Vertigear and Alienware.